The Fat Controller has many types of engines working on his railway. There are many steam engines and diesel engines. Some pull passenger trains, some take goods, and others shunt in the yard. Overall, they're all very useful in the Fat Controller's eyes. Over the years, there have been many changes on the railway. The big station now has a permanent station pilot to run trains to time. There are also new faces on the railway, and new express services on the main line. Pip and Emma, the HST, runs the official express service. The two girls run the express from Tidmouth to London and back again. They have been doing this service for a number of years.
Oof! Hey, watch it.
One afternoon, Jinty was finishing shunting in the yards for the day and was filling up on water when he noticed Pip and Emma at the station, ready to leave to London.
All set up at my end. What about you, Emma? All good, Pip. Let's go.
This really does make me wonder.
Wondering about what, old boy?
Well, for the longest time, Gordon has always been the main express engine for the NWR for years, and now he's been scheduled on other express trains while Pip and Emma are now in charge of the official express service. For all the experiences and stories the other engines have told me, Gordon is quite protective over his express trains, but it's unusual that he's so willingly to give up his express duties to a different engine. What is the reason for that?
Well, you can ask Gordon yourself when we get back to the sheds.
Good evening, young Jinty.
Good evening, big I mean, Gordon.
That's better.
Gordon, can I ask you a question?
Sure. What is it? Jinty, the reason that I'm not pulling the official express train anymore is because of the changes of our railways and mainland's timetable.
What does the timetable have to do with anything?
When I used to pull the express, I stopped at Barrow, the last station of the main line. There, the express would exchange engines so it could continue on to London. But there were slight complications.
What sort of complications?
The exchange of engines at Barrow takes too long. When the express finally leaves Barrow, the engine pulling the train to London would have to work extra hard to make up for lost time, just to keep up the intense timetable.
If that's the case, then why can't you just go to London by yourself?
It's due to dieselisation. It's true that Pip and Emma were brought in to run a permanent express service to London, due to the express timetable running behind, but they were brought in due to the mainland scrapping all their coal hoppers and water towers. If Gordon were to take the express to London, he would have nowhere to fill up on coal and water, so bringing in Pip and Emma was essential.
Oh, now I understand. But there is one thing though, if Pip and Emma are running the official express services, then how did Gordon get the other express services?
Well, it's quite the story. Would you like to hear it?
I don't mean to interrupt, but some engines have to get up early in the morning.
Henry, if you want to sleep somewhere nice and quiet, I can drag you to your tunnel.
I'll shut it then.
And this was the story Gordon told. Thomas and Gordon were at the big station, where Gordon just backed down to take the express.
Hello, Gordon.
Gordon was not in the mood for guessing games, but he thought he could recognize the voice.
Pip? Or is it Emma?
It's me. Emma's at the back today.
Why are you here?
I can answer that. Pippa and Emma could be very helpful to my railway.
Yes, sir. They were useful when I went on that rail tour.
Too much time is wasted by changing the engine of the express at the mainland. Our timetable is too slow.
And if Pip and Emma were in the express instead of me pulling it, there wouldn't be a changeover.
Exactly, Gordon. Now, Gordon, as of next week, Pip and Emma would take over your express duties.
But sir, what about Gordon? What would he be doing? He can't just stay in the shed for all hours.
No, Thomas. Gordon would be arranged to pull other duties for the railway. Next week, Gordon, I would like you to do stopping services along the main line with the other engines for the time being. Is this alright with you, Gordon?
Yes, sir. It's perfectly okay with me.
That's a good engine. Okay, Pip and Emma, I would like you to start your test run along the main line.
Yes, sir. Right away.
Are you okay with this, Gordon? I mean, you have been the main express engine since day one, and well, it doesn't seem right to me.
It's quite all right, little Thomas. The Fat Controller approached me about the change a few weeks back. Believe me, I was hesitant about the idea of passing the express over to some diesels, but I now know it's all for the good of the railway. I can still be useful in other ways, Thomas. Nothing is going to change. Besides, Pip and Emma are good candidates for the express. They're kind, like some diesels, fast and reliable.
That was quite mature of you, Gordon. I'm kind of proud of you. But still, it's quite a shame you can't act like this all the time.
It's preposterous.
I know. Replacing Gordon just because British Railways made a fuss about engine exchanges at Barrow?
That controller has his reasons, and so does Gordon. Hey, so stop complaining.
Well, I think it's still wrong. Gordon has been the express engine for decades, and it's a crime to take him away from his express duties, and for good reasons. I can't keep up with the timetable that the railway has installed, so bringing in Pip and Emma was a good idea.
Yes, we know that. And Pip and Emma are good diesels, but it's quite sudden.
It won't be the same. You won't be known as Gordon the Big Express Engine anymore. I know that, James, and you're right. It's sad I won't pull the express anymore, but there is still a future for me if I'm not an express engine.
That was very wise, Gordon. Now that's how a proper engine should act. The Great Western way. Ah, Great Western. That's a good word to roll over, Joe. Not easy to say.
Says the pannier tank who couldn't pronounce the word revolutionary.
Oh, fine. Keep your thinga-gummy. Oh, bother.
Then Pip and Emma received a big welcome from everyone, and I went to pull the stopping passenger services with Henry.
And how did that go?
Well, I think I provided a good service for the passengers.
No, you didn't. It was quite funny, Jinty. He said that the stopping trains would be easy, but just a few days of pulling the local train, Gordon misses 3 stations and caused quite a number of delays.
That's quite enough, Edward.
I don't understand it. I thought you know how to handle passengers, Gordon.
I do apologize, sir. It's something I will have to get used to.
It's quite alright. I don't think you're suited for the local Gordon.
But, sir, how am I supposed to be useful now?
I think there might be a good position for you. I've been having meetings with British Railways about having another express service on Sodor. The directors were looking to find another express service from Sodor to London. And you, Gordon, would be perfect for the job.
Oh, yes, thank you, sir. But what about the timetables?
The timetables? Oh, you don't need to worry about that. This new express service can allow you to do 2 trips a day instead of 1, so you don't have to hurry. And it was decided. A few days later, Gordon was back to be Sodor's express engine again. He raced across the island pulling his new express, and the other engines cheering and whistling loudly as their friend passed by.
And that's the story.
It's nice to know that it went back to the way it should be.
Quite, Jinty. Do you think so too, Gordon? Gordon? Well, I suppose it is getting quite late. We should get some sleep.
Rightio. Good night, Edward. Thank you for the story.
No worries, Jinty.